What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a leak that came out a few days ago on Mafia 4 and Teen Titans. Now, I already did the Mafia 4 video, if you guys are interested in that, but obviously, they're very different games, Mafia and Teen Titans. Just a slight left turn from one of them does get you to the other one, but this is big. We actually just talked about, I did a video a few weeks ago talking about how I think we do need a Teen Titans game. I think that would be a really amazing thing to get. And then somebody, maybe, honestly, truly, guys, I don't know. Maybe somebody did watch that video and decided to make this leak specifically for me because I do cover Mafia quite a bit. I just made the Teen Titans video. I am, by the way, joking, but it's definitely possible this video, this article or this leak was made for me. All right. Things we need to know first. It comes from Reddit, okay? That's the first red alarm. If you want to sound the alarm, that doesn't mean it's immediately fake. I did say this in the Mafia video, and I do want to replicate it here because I think it's important. The opening line is that they have a close relative who works at ESRB for Canada, reviewing text scripts from games, subtitles mostly. Most properties are sent in code names and the publisher, but he is by the publisher, but he is an avid gamer and can ascertain what they are. So again, I don't like that he starts it off by saying close relative. You don't need to say that kind of stuff when you're a leaker, like a respectable one. Saying that's like literally like your dad works at the ESRB, that doesn't make me believe you anymore. In fact, it makes me not believe you, which is kind of weird because I get you're just trying to back yourself up, but it kind of comes across as desperate, okay? And then also, they work for the ESRB, which is the ratings board, and that they get scripts from the game, and they come in code names. Now, I said this in the Mafia one, I'll say it here. I don't know too much about the ESRB, but what I do know is I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. I'm pretty sure they do know the name of the game, like the actual name, and I do think that they have to see more than just text from the game because they can't see the whole game. In fact, they never see the whole game. What I believe I know, at least, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is that the developer puts together a package pretty much of what the game is going to have, and they show it to the SRB, and I believe it also includes visuals. It's not just text, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe it's visuals as well, and they have to sum up what the major things in the game is because the ESRB has to give it a rating. And if they try to fool the ESRB, they're hit with major fines. So like if you're trying to be a T for teen game, but you hide the fact that your game has like severe alcohol or something like that, you have to include that in your presentation. Otherwise, you're in major trouble, okay? Now, I know that part's true. That's just what I know. So I'm not 100% sure about that. I know I'm going on for a while, but I'm really trying to set the stage that I don't know about those first two things. But let's go into this. So the code name is 4Feeder. So again, it's not called Teen Titans. The code name for it is 4Feeder, but it is published by Warner Bros. Online looter-style game that may have a small-scale mobile version. Phenomenal starting off. The plot involves 4 custom Teen Titans who are led by a lazy, middle-aged, obese, and balding Beast Boy. He is the main joke of the game. Each senior Titan are expanding their operations to new planets, and Beast Boy's team is building up on the Pink Lantern planet of Zamarin. So, that's it. That's all we got. So, here's the deal. Again, I want to believe it because ultimately, again, I made the video about it. I do want a Teen Titans game. I think a Teen Titans game would be really cool. But here's the issue. Number one, it sounds like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. In a way, 4 players, maybe there'd be like actually they literally say looter-style game. So it could be a pay-to-win game. Now, here's the deal. Remember that new... Now, I'm not calling them out because I want to give them a chance before I say anything negative about them. I believe it's San Diego, right? Their new, Warner Bros.' new development studio that's making a AAA next-gen game that's going to be free to play. It's going to be free to play. Now, what do we know about Warner Bros? Well, a couple months ago, we found out that they are going to be pushing to have live service elements in their games. Now, does that mean Gotham Knights has it? Maybe, maybe not, because it could be a strategy that starts later. Does Hogwarts Legacy have it? Again, same thing. So, if this is a game built from the ground up that's brand new, they started it, let's say, like a year ago, okay? And let's just throw that number out there. They could very well be using the strategy of live service. So, it does sound right in that way, that if you were to do a Teen Titans game, it would kind of make sense to go along the path that you're doing with Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now, does that mean it's the right path? No, absolutely not. I do not want a Teen Titans game in the same way that we have Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now, I know we haven't gotten that game yet, so again, it's harsh to call it out when we only literally have a trailer, but I mean, I don't want a reskinned game just with Teen Titans, firstly. And also, I just prefer, like, variety. I don't know about you guys. I prefer variety in my games. So, like, Gotham Knights is kind of similar. Suicide Squad is going down a slightly different path that may actually be really bad. We don't know yet. I don't want a Teen Titans game that sounds almost exactly like that. Even if, like, Suicide Squad's good, I kind of prefer Teen Titans just does something unique on their own. But again, if this is that San Diego team, it is a free-to-play game, you would have like looter elements because you'd have some sort of a paying model to it, right? But I don't want Teen Titans to be that game. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want Teen Titans to be like a free-to-play. Not that free-to-play games are bad. There's a lot of really Apex Legends, Fortnite. There's a lot of good ones, I guess. I'm not really a fan of many or all or any of them actually, but I know they have their place in the world, and I know they're the most popular games on planet Earth, okay? But I just don't really think Teen Titans needs that. And then, again, like the plot, so like it's a middle-aged, obese, balding Beast Boy, the main joke of the game, and then each senior Titan is, so like, do you get to, they say custom Teen Titans, so you get to make your own Teen Titans, so I don't know, guys. It comes down to, and this could be a controversial thing. I've talked about how, I don't even know what example I'm going to use here, but like, I would prefer you give us a straight-up Teen Titans game. If you want to do something experimental like this, there's nothing inherently wrong with it, but I would kind of prefer like a straightforward path game first. Does that make sense? Is that maybe selfish? Maybe. You guys can tell me in the comments, but I would prefer you give us literally a Teen Titans game. You can play as, and I've said this before, like, you could do, like, Sly Cooper, where, like, certain of them could do only certain missions, right? You can make it, like, an Arkham-style thing. Not that I want it, again, to literally copy anything. I don't want it to be an Arkham game. I don't want it to be Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I don't want it to be Gotham Knights. But, like, lean it towards something, I guess, and just give us a pure, like, story-driven game, because this doesn't sound like that. So there's also the element of, is this real? I will tell you, I don't believe it. I don't think this is true. Again, that really, the beginning thing, I don't think that's how the ESRB works. That's just my opinion and my little knowledge, but maybe, if you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, that's fine. And again, they have a close relative. I mean, that's literally a meme at this point when you do leaks and you say, my brother's cousin, I don't even know what relationship that is. I know when I always say that stuff, people will say, oh, so that's your blank. Your brother's nephew's son-in-law, they work at, they work as a janitor in the ESRB, and they saw there was like a poster on the wall that had this game attached to it, and that's how they know. It's like, you don't need to say that first part. You know what I mean? Do you think Jason Schreier? Now, I don't like Jason Schreier. In fact, I really don't like the guy. But, like, do you think he says that when he does his leaks? No, he's proven right by results. And even if you don't believe him, which is fine, I don't believe everything he says either, like, you're either going to be proven right or wrong, and then if you're right enough, you kind of just develop that, that thing about you where you're more right than you are wrong, and you run with it. They're normally not on Reddit. First, that's another thing too. Normally leaks don't come from Reddit, at least not the majority of like accurate ones. But again, you just don't need to back it up with the relative thing. You can either just be, if you're right, then you gain credibility going forward. And again, like even the Mafia one, which I know I didn't read for you guys, but I did in that video, like the Mafia one's copying leaks that we've already heard. There was leaks of Mafia a few years ago about it being set in Las Vegas, and that's what this guy says in this leak. So you could say that's like doubling down on it and like using it as backup. He could also just be stealing it, and he knows that, Las Vegas is a big indicator of Mafia 4. Like, people kind of connect those two. So if I say Las Vegas, I'll be proven more right. I mean, again, like, I want a Teen Titans game. I don't think I want this, which is maybe selfish, maybe it's hypocritical, but I don't want this. I don't want a looter-style game. I don't really want a game where you create your own Teen Titans. Honestly, I want to play as the Teen Titans. I mean, that's the name of the game. I'd prefer to play as them. Again, maybe that's asking for too much, but I just don't like the idea of what it sounds like. It's a joke game, and it sounds like it's a game that And by the way, we didn't even throw in and I said this, but I didn't talk about it much. The mobile version, it does sound like a game that's kind of specifically meant for mobile. You know what I mean? And yet it's like going to be like a base game, and they'll also have a mobile version, which honestly I wouldn't doubt. I wouldn't doubt if future Warner Bros. Games, like a game like this could be, would have some sort of like phone crossover thing. You know, again, phone games are popular. They're money makers. They're very, very popular, and if you can get into it the right way, you can make a lot of money. But I maybe it's selfish. I don't really want that invading my gaming space. If you don't like it, that's totally cool. But I mean, that's just kind of how I feel about it. So I do want a Teen Titans game. I don't want this Teen Titans game. And I honestly don't think this is real in the first place. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Do you believe it? I mean, if it is real, we're in for an adventure. Probably a really bad one, but we are definitely in for an adventure. But let me know in the comments. As always, if you guys are have not already, make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you guys want to subscribe to my second channel, I do have one. It's called Podcast Now Plus. The link for that is always in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. If you ever see any leaks or anything you want me to talk about, definitely send them my way, whether it's on Twitter or here or the second channel, wherever you can get a hold of me, okay? Thank you for watching. I'll see you all on the next video.